Imagine a situation when you have to do some kind of a manual task on your phone, like, for example, typing some kind of a list or text, and you know that you could easily speed this process up if you found some kind of an app for that, or you could also just do it yourself if only you had your own laptop and you could write a simple script in some kind of a programming language. Well, it turns out that you might not have to need all of that anymore because programming has become accessible on mobile. Not so long ago, Anthropic, the AI company, introduced their new AI language model, Claude Sonnet 3.5, and with it they introduced artifacts, and they can be easily run on your mobile devices. Let me show you what you can do with them. So first I'm going to show you the examples that Claude itself came up with, and then at the end I'm going to show you how I used it to save a ton of time on a trip with my friends. So the first thing Claude is very good at is making websites, and literally any language model is good at that. So you can simply just type in, make a website. This is the Claude app about a sailing trip, and maybe add a sign up button and some images. And it will generate the code, and there will be a pop-up right here, you can see. And in a moment, this will turn into a mobile responsive website. As soon as it finishes, well, it's not perfect, obviously, but it's pretty much amazing that you can do all of this on your phone, and it can launch that code that it wrote. And if you asked it some more questions and follow up on this prompt, you can easily get something amazing. And as you can see, if you click the three dots up here and select code, this is just basic HTML and CSS. And yeah, that's it, it works. But who uses vanilla HTML and CSS and JavaScript? Literally no one. So let's see how Claude can manage frameworks. I'm a big Svelte fan, so I tried to ask it to build a simple habit tracker using Svelte. And unfortunately, it can't run this code. It wrote it, it's good, but it can't launch it. But then I asked it to do the same with React. And as you can see, if you click this artifact, well, there's an error, but that's due to the iPhone security. But I asked it another prompt and it updated it. And as you can see, we have a working habit tracker. If we add habit 1, oops, there you have it. You can also change this to a to-do list or anything you want. And that's a working React component. React is not the only one cool thing that Claude can do. With artifacts, you can also create diagrams. So if you know the mermaid language, you can create something like this. I asked it to come up with examples of different things that it can do, and we got ourselves a daily water intake tracker, and it's with the mermaid language. And here is the code. And as you can see, it can generate this artifact and render the content with the mermaid language too. You can also use simply SVG, and it will generate this long code, for example, and it will be rendered into something beautiful like this weekly meal planner, and you can easily then print this if you want, and you don't need a laptop to do this simple graphic. This next one is not really related to programming, but I really wanted to show it to you. If you are writing, for example, some kind of a document which is long, you can easily get much better formatting with these artifacts, because as you can see, it's much better than the default output that you have in the app. You have different titles, and it's more nicely arranged, and it's easier to read. So if you have any kind of a long document that you want to generate with AI, it's good to use Claude because it will be nicely formatted out of the box. Alright, this last one I came up with myself, and me and my friend wanted to create a bingo because we were on a trip and we thought that we'd like to have this game, but we needed to randomize it, all the list of possible options, to make it different for everyone, so it's not just the same one page. And you know, the old school way to do that would be to simply do it by hand, and we would waste like 2 or more hours simply typing it up on our phones. But because I remembered that this is possible, I created this item randomizer. So take a look at this. If we have like 0.1, 0.2, and 0.3, for example, this is some kind of a text. We copy pasted that, and we added simply new lines, and we click process items, and this is a React app that processes those items, and we can then randomize them with another button, and then I can simply copy them to clipboard. And it saved us so much time, and it's really so simple. I could code it in like 2 minutes if I had my laptop, but I didn't. And with Claude, I managed to create this very simple application, and it allowed us to simply do this task much easier. And I think this is a very good use case for literally anybody that needs to get something done quickly on the go, and they just know that it can be done with a simple script, but they don't have their access to laptop. And I think this is going to revolutionize the way we program, and if it's developed further, we might even see full programmers on phones. And yeah, it would be really, really strange, but it works. Let me know if you knew about this feature in Claude, and if you did, well, show me your examples of how you managed to use it in your everyday life. I'll see you in the next one.